YouTube, we back with another tutorial. Alright, we back. This one is actually a banger, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so in this one I'm gonna do a taper. I actually never did a cut like this on my channel, like just a basic taper going into a fro. So in this one I'm gonna teach you how to blend the taper into the fro properly. Okay, so I set my bald guideline in. I'm doing my first guideline with the lever open and immediately take out that bald line with the lever closed. Now I'm going to debulk, use my foreguard open, and then I'm going to use the foreguard closed. After you do that, you're going to go slightly under it, come with the 3 open, and then 3 closed. And now I'm doing the same thing, coming just a little bit lower than that with the 2 open, and then we're going to use the 2 closed. It's basically like fading down almost. Well, it is fading down. I'm about to get ready to go right back up. So okay, so now this is really where the blending comes in. You see I'm brushing the hair into place. I'm using my 1 close. I'm going to go up like a centimeter. I'm going to notch it back and go up another centimeter, notch it back, go up another centimeter, and I'm going to do that till it's completely open. Once it's completely open, you can kind of use your corners and brush the hair down a little bit to try to blend in the top from that 1 guard open to the 2 closed, and it should blend in real easily. After this step, you want to use that zero guard close to kind of blend in what's left. Sometimes, depending on what texture it is, it might not be a line left, but I do it anyway just to make sure that the blend is blurry as possible. So right now I have my 0 guard closed. I'm just detailing the taper, and I'm going to do more detail work after. So right here I'm doing more detail work. Just using my corners, brushing the hair into place so I can see where I need to blend at. This is a new fading technique. I have used it before when I first introduced it, but I had switched up booking apps and I was only doing like 30-minute appointments, so this does take a little longer. So now the way I got my appointment booking set up, I can spend more time on the haircut and getting the haircut as good as possible, which also allows me to charge more. So I'm doing the same exact steps in the back. When the steps are lever open, take that, well, first bald guideline, lever open, take that bottom guideline out immediately, 4 open, 4 closed, 3 open, 3 closed, 2 open, 2 closed, and then you're gonna go every notch on that 1 guard until it's fully open, and then you're just gonna clean up what's left with the 0 guard closed, and then do some more detail work after. Alright you guys, so now I'm about to line up the back. My client does have a kind of like I don't want to say weird, but it's kind of like a different head shape. So it was kind of hard to get behind his ear with the 1 guard, but usually basically you just want to knock that bottom line down to a 1 open, and then the very tips of the lineup to a 1 closed. So if your client has a little fro like this, just make sure you comb it to where it's blended in after you cut it down. What this is going to do is make the haircut last longer, and when his hair, like the hairs on that lineup, is going to take longer than the rest of the hair to grow in. And now I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. I already knocked it down, I just wasn't recording it, so now I'm about to line it up. Alright, you guys, time for the best part, which is the lineup. I'm going to pick out the front lineup, and then I'm going to freehand trim it just so it's not no hair overhanging the lineup before I line it up. And basically just making sure that blade matches the forehead and just going straight up from there. Alright, so my client specifically told me that he wanted this much off the front hairline. I don't need nobody saying, bro, you had to cut that much off. He told me this, and he showed me a picture. Okay, so I just did what he wanted me to do. So it's gonna look like I did cut too much off, but when I line it up and the cut actually get done, it looks good. Okay, then this is what he wanted. He was happy about the cut. So I don't need no comments telling me that I shouldn't have did this. Yes, I should have, because this is what he wanted. Okay. So I'm using my one guard open, and I'm cutting down the front edge up, and I'm going to use that comb to kind of blend it into the front. But basically, because the part where I cut down at, it kind of grows backwards, like a separation almost. So I do comb it and try to blend it in a little bit more and freehand it a little bit more after the cut. But at the end of the day, the cut still came out clean. Now I'm using my hairspray, and then I'm going to blow dry it until it's dry while combing it at the same time. And I'm just going to line it up. Now most of this lineup is overhang. It's not a pushback, even though a lot of people are going to say pushback anyway. But like I said, at the end of the day, my client was satisfied and he did love his cut. Alright, guys, so now that I got the lineup pretty much done, before I enhance it, I'm gonna do just a tad bit more detail work on the tapers. Now I'm just enhancing it, not spraying too much. Okay, you don't want to overuse it. Now I'm blow drying just to make sure that it dry before I reline it up. Alright, you guys, so what I put in his hair was the 360 style by S Curl. The pomade, yes, the pomade. It rinses out easily, so I use that in curls a lot. It allows the hair to curl real easy. So I put it in my plastic gloves, rubbed it in, put it on his hair, sponged it, and that's the last part I did of the cut. But this is the before, guys. My boy came in looking crazy. Let's see what happened after. Alright, you guys, this is the cut, man. Let me know what you guys think, man. I know I don't usually show cuts like this. Well, I don't have any cuts like this on my page. So let me know if you learned something, okay? Hopefully you did. But it's your boy Wavykid Kev. Follow me on Instagram at Wavykid_Kev. I'm out. Deuces.